I'm late!
Saratoga High School has become increasingly competitive, and societal expectations have built up unhealthy pressure among students. Thus, the need to excel and stand out has led to an uneven distribution of sleep and waking hours. Just as important as the food you eat, the water you drink, and the air you breathe is the amount of hours you sleep. Especially in teens, sleep is vital for proper growth and development, and it is recommended that they get from 8 to 10 hours a night. Yet, only around 9% of American high school students follow the recommended sleep schedule.
On average, I get about 6 to 5 hours of sleep.
5 hours of sleep.
5 or 6.
4 or 5 hours.
3 to 5 hours.
Why is it that during the years that sleep is most essential, there is an immense lack of it?
Probably because I procrastinated a lot and do other stuff.
Well, I play soccer and I do track and so sports, and then I have homework.
This year as a junior, I'm not taking any regular classes, so my workload is just super rigorous.
Students tend to take on far more classes and activities than they can handle, adding on to their rigorous homework loads and overall schedules. However, the choice to overfill their plates with strenuous classes and numerous extracurricular activities quickly backfires once the lack of sleep causes poor athletic and academic performances during the day.
Well, if we had more sleep, we definitely would have had more energy on the court, and we would have had more.
Sleep is definitely crucial for our energy. It would definitely have benefited us.
Many of the challenges we work with on a daily basis here can be related to sleep. In fact, that tends to be a starting point for me now, is finding out what are the sleep habits of the student. Is the consistent, reasonable bedtime? Are they getting up in enough time to organize and be ready for school in the morning? And really looking at those habits, because they affect everything. They affect mood, focus, memory, performance, how they cope with their day-to-day responsibilities.
Another online student survey was conducted in which 51% of the participants claimed to only get 6 to 7 hours of sleep, and 18% said they got between 3 and 5 hours. This amounts to a striking 69% who get much less than the recommended 8 to 10 hours.
There's a natural tendency that you'll see among adolescents to go to sleep later at night. So you have a situation where high school starts earlier, but their brain is telling a teenager to go to bed later. I think it's an oversimplification to tell teenagers to go to sleep earlier. It goes against their biology. Their biology is to stay up later. You also have more demands on your time. You have more homework than you've ever had. So there's more pressure for you to do things, and you're given less time to do it. And what happens is people sacrifice their sleep.
I feel like sleep is one of the most important things that you can do to take care of your mental health. Just to start off with, if someone is struggling with their emotions or their mood or their focus or their or stress, I think looking at sleep first is not necessarily the easiest thing to change, but it's something that is changeable, and I think it's a problem for 90% of the students that we meet with here.
What the data shows that the easiest thing that we can do is change school start times. We want middle schools and high schools in the United States to start no earlier than 8:30 in the morning.
Fortunately, Saratoga High School has already taken significant steps in this direction. Still, there has been some debate as to whether the start time should be pushed back even further.
I know we went from 7:50 to 8:15 this year, but I think even if we push it even further, then students can sleep in and get more rest for the day. Time management is also important to getting enough sleep.
Aside from the schedule change progress, Saratoga High School also encourages its students to meticulously choose their courses in order to better manage their time. One of the resources provided to achieve this is the Falcon Wheel.
Well, the Falcon Wheel is just intended for students to take a look at what their possible day could look like. Obviously we can't figure everything in that would happen in a student's daily life, but it gives them some idea about how they might want to look at making good course selections that makes it so they can actually fit all those hours into one day.
Overall, the most crucial changes that can be made to combat sleep deprivation include better time management, reasonable start times, and simply the acknowledgement of the importance of sleep. Although it might seem insignificant at first, all of these small changes can ultimately add up to a healthier lifestyle. It is not too late to make the change. Sleep well, live well.